Part 1. The Golden Age of Piracy 1650 to 1730. The Golden Age of Piracy was a time when pirates reached the peak of their power and activity. This era began after the end of the wars between Spain and England, as pirates took advantage of weakened merchant and military ships to seize valuable cargo. The Caribbean was one of the main areas of pirate activity due to its proximity to the trade routes of Spain, France, and England. Many pirates established hideouts on these islands and used them as bases for attacking merchant ships. Colonial wars between European colonial powers like Spain, France, and England also contributed to the rise of piracy, with governments using pirates to attack enemy fleets. Part 2. Famous pirates. The history of piracy is filled with legendary characters whose stories have become the stuff of myth. Some of the most famous pirates include Blackbeard Edward Teach, one of the most feared pirates. Blackbeard was known for his terrifying appearance, with a long black beard and lit fuses in his hair. He used intimidation tactics to scare his enemies. Henry Morgan, another famous pirate who led attacks against the Spanish in the Caribbean. Later, he became the governor of Jamaica, transforming from a pirate to a legal privateer. And Bonnie and Mary Read, two famous female pirates who defied the norms of their time and became notorious for their bravery and military skills during the Golden Age of Piracy. Part 3. The Jolly Roger Flag. One of the most iconic symbols of piracy is the Jolly Roger flag. This black flag, usually featuring a skull and crossbones, was designed to strike fear into the hearts of those who saw it. When pirates raised this flag, it signaled that ships should surrender or face brutal consequences. Part 4. Pirate Tactics. Pirates used various tactics to plunder ships. They usually targeted merchant vessels, which were slower and often heavily laden with valuable cargo. Pirates also relied on small, hidden islands to hide and plan their next attacks. Loot and share. After each successful raid, pirates would evenly divide the loot among the crew. There were even rules about compensating injured crew members with a larger share of the treasure. Letter of marque. Some pirates operated legally with a letter of marque, which authorized them to attack enemy ships during wartime, making them privateers. Part 5. The end of the Golden Age of Piracy. The end of the Golden Age of Piracy came with fierce government crackdowns. Spain, France, and England launched joint efforts to capture and execute pirates, while naval power increased and trade routes became more secure. Public executions. Many famous pirates were captured and publicly executed, serving as a warning to others. Trade changes. With the development of more advanced maritime technology and the expansion of global trade, pirates found it increasingly difficult to continue their operations. Part 6. Modern piracy. Piracy never truly disappeared and continues in some areas like the Gulf of Aden and off the coast of Somalia. However, modern piracy is more organized and driven by financial motives, rather than the romanticized version of piracy from the Golden Age. Modern pirates. Today, pirates use fast boats and modern weapons to hijack ships, particularly targeting commercial vessels in regions with weak law enforcement. Conclusion. The history of pirates is filled with adventure, violence, and legendary tales. These individuals took advantage of global conflicts between European powers to gain wealth and infamy, becoming some of the most iconic figures in popular culture. Pirates remain a symbol of rebellion and danger, inspiring countless stories, movies, and works of art throughout history.